we're going to write a function that's called script generator. So the idea here is Kaya, one of our head TAs, is in a new play, and we have a script for that play. Let's read through it now. Kaya starts by saying hello. Austin replies by saying sup, because Austin's like the cool guy, you know? And so Kaya says, I am comp bio. Austin says, I am the checkmaster, to which Kaya replies, I love potatoes. And Austin says, me too, fam. They are the most versatile fruit. Ronak, out of nowhere, jumps out and says, I hate potatoes. So this is an Oscar-winning play, and Kaya is, again, she's in this play now, and she wants to memorize her script. So she wants to memorize all of her lines, so she wants to write a script that's called extractScriptLines. And the point of this is to say, okay, so I have my file right here called script.txt. Now Kaya wants to create a new file that will basically take this script and remove all of the lines that are not hers so that she could just memorize her own lines. So let's remove that, don't save. And so that's basically the point of this function, extract script files. So again, the point is to parse the 112script.txt file. Mine's actually called just script.txt file, so I'm going to leave it as that. I want to identify every one line that belongs to Kaya, copy all those lines into a new multi-line string, and then I want to write that multi-line string, into a file called kaya.txt. And so basically, this function extracts script lines is taking in two parameters, path to file, and so this path to file, this is actually the path to the script, and character name is the character's name who wants to extract their lines. And so this is, in this case, going to be Kaya. So if we want to run this function, write this function, we first need to actually read the contents from the file. So I took 112 a while ago, so I actually have forgotten the syntax for reading files. So do not be scared. What I will do is just go to the course webpage. I'll go to Schedule, Strings, and I will scroll down to Basic File I/O. I'm literally just going to copy and paste this read file function, and I'm going to throw it right in here. And read file will just take the path and return the string that contains those values. That contains the value of the file. So I start by saying read file, and I give it this path. So path to file, path. So I say path to file. And I want to say script will equal read file of path to file. And just to test it out, let's actually print out script. So I'm going to actually run this, and I'm going to give this script.txt, and the path is just script.txt because, as we can see here, script.txt is in the same file as my Python file. Is in the same folder, I'm sorry, as my Python file. And then the name we can say is Kaya, and I run this, and it prints out the entire script. Perfect. Now, I want to actually loop through this script and identify each line. To do that, I can say for line in script.splitlines. And just to test that out, let's actually print out line. And just to identify it as a line, we can say line plus. And then if we run the same thing, it says line plus Kaya hello. And so basically what this is proving to us is that now we're looping through the lines, and line is going to first equal Kaya hello, Austin sup, and so on. And so now we first need to identify which one of these lines belongs to Kaya. And so we can do that by saying if line dot starts with. So if it starts with Kaya, which is the character name, so if it starts with the character name, then we want to add it to our result string. And so our result string is going to just start out as an empty string, and we're going to say result plus equals line. I'm going to add some spaces there just so it's more readable. So we add that line to result, but you know what? I also want to add a new line. So I'm going to say result plus equals the new line character, At the very end, let's print this out to make sure that up until this point, we actually have what we want. So I run that, and I actually run the function, and it says, okay, string has no attributes starts with. So it seems like I mistyped it or something. So let's actually go back into the notes and see what this function is called. So I search for starts with, and I see here that starts with is actually lowercase. So I change this to be starts with a lowercase w. I rerun it, and it works. So now, if we go back up here, it says write a multi-line string into a file named kaya.txt. So now we have to write a file. I write to a file, so I go back to the notes. I click basic file IO, and I say write file. So I'm going to copy this down here. I'm going to paste this up here. And write file takes path and contents. So I'm going to say write file, and it's going to take in path. So the path is going to be character name plus .txt, right? And then the contents are going to be the result string. So I save that, I run it, and I run this file, and we see kaya.txt jumps up here, and kaya.txt has all of Kaya's lines. So now Kaya can sit there and say, hello, I am comp bio, and I love potatoes.